So first up is a 1939 Jefferson Nickel. Now sorry I took a couple days off, man, really busy behind the scenes, so I do not like taking days off of uploading videos. Usually I would like to upload every day. That's what I usually do, so sorry for that. Alright, 1939, this coin has been double struck and rotated in color. Now from a distance, you probably wouldn't even notice, if you come across this, pocket change or spending it or whatever. But you can really see here on the reverse, the design, how it has been double struck. You see the outline of the design there going through the reverse design. Of course, that design's rotated. We see some of the lettering here. And then also here on the front, we see that taking place as well. The outline of Jefferson going through the other Jefferson. So this coin here sold for over $495, nearly a $500 nickel. Next up is a 1943 Jefferson Nickel. Now these coins are 35% silver, and it does have a mint error. It's got a strike through error taking place here on the reverse. So we can see that pretty clearly here on the back of the coin. This coin is in excellent condition, by the way. It is graded at a mint state 67, so that gives it a lot of value as well. This coin sold for over $115. Over $100 for a nickel. Alright, this coin here is a 1943 as well. However, this is the S mint mark. Now, this coin was supposed to be a silver nickel. You can see the S mint mark, the big S here on the reverse of the coin. Now, it looks strange, it kind of looks damaged. But you can see that the design is being cut off of this Jefferson Nickel. The lettering here around the rim of the coin, on both sides, the obverse and reverse. And that's because this coin was actually struck on a steel planchet. When they produced the steel pennies, this is actually a steel planchet that one of those pennies was supposed to be struck on. However, a Jefferson Nickel design was struck on that steel 1-cent planchet. So that will give the coin a lot of value. This coin here sold for over $2,900. Again, nearly a $3,000 coin there. Now this one here is pretty cool. It's actually a broken planchet, and this is on the 1952 Jefferson Nickel, which is really cool. You see that crack going all the way down the middle of the nickel. We see that here on the reverse as well. Really awesome. Some people may think that's damaged, but this is actually a real mint error taking place here. And this coin here sold for over $180. This next nickel here is pretty similar to the other one that we looked at. It's a 1959 D mint mark. It is a strike through error taking place, struck through fragments. We see that here on the hair of Jefferson, and then if we go here on the reverse, we can see that as well. So pretty interesting error there. This coin here sold for over $70. So nothing too valuable, but still, 70 bucks. Alright, this one here is cool because it would definitely probably, blend in with some damaged coins out there. Now, it was actually struck on a split planchet. So it's a 1960 D mint mark. Really awesome, man. Look at that. 1960, and this coin sold for over $90. Almost $100 for this nickel. So not too bad for that one either. Alright, here it is, the 1963. Now this one's pretty cool. I've talked about this in some previous videos. So this coin here has a retained staple struck through it. Check that out right there, man. That's actually when the coin was produced. A staple got in the way there, and that's the result of it. This has happened on other coins, which I've shown in other videos. But this 1963 nickel sold for over $550. Moving on to a 1964. Now this coin here obviously has a huge indent. We barely could see that 1964 date as it almost got cut off. Good thing it didn't though. And this nickel here sold for over $130. Now this one's really cool. I love, die cap errors on really any type of coin. I just think they're really cool looking. This coin here, you can obviously see that the error speaks for itself. And because of that mint error, this nickel sold for over $270. Here's a really extreme type of error. Of course, finding something like this in pocket change would be like hitting the lottery. It's a 1970 D mint mark. It's been struck 3 times off center, and we can clearly see that there in the images displayed. This Jefferson nickel sold for over $490. Now here is a cud taking place on a Jefferson nickel. You can look for cuds on all kinds of different coins. So it is an obverse die break is the correct term for it, but people call them cuds. It is the 1974 D mint mark, and we see that taking place at the bottom of the Jefferson nickel. And this Jefferson nickel sold for over $110. $100 nickel. Here's a Jefferson nickel from 1975 that was double struck. It is the D mint mark. Again, these types of errors, speak for themselves, pretty noticeable. This coin here sold for over $130. All right, this next Jefferson nickel from 1989 has been broad struck out of collar. We see that there again, very, very noticeable and visible error. So you won't need a coin microscope for anything like this. These are pretty noticeable. This coin sold for over $80. Same thing with this, you wouldn't need a coin microscope for this. It's been quadruple struck, pretty self-explanatory there. And it's a 1998 Jefferson nickel, and this coin sold for over $900. So man, always be on the lookout for double strikes, off centers, things like that. Here, this next one is a 1990 D Jefferson nickel that was struck through a late cap die. Now that's the penny that I found. It was struck through a late cap die. So that one's pretty cool. You can see that there taking place on the front of the coin. Here on the reverse, looks totally normal. So this coin here sold for over $25. So not really worth getting graded, but it's a $25 coin. Now here is a really cap die here. Now this is the outburst was struck through a cap die, and obviously you cannot make out any of the design here on the front. You can kind of see the outline of Jefferson's head there at the top, but here is the reverse. Looks pretty normal, so always flip over both sides of your coins, of course. This coin here sold for over $40. So nothing too valuable, but still a really, really awesome coin to always look out for his cap die coin. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I will see you on the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.